Hey everyone, today's it is about 5 times he denied his feelings for you, and 1 time he accepts them. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Let's get going. You've been best friends with Katsuki since your first day at UA High School. You two had an intense bond, constantly pushing each other to be better. However, there was always something more between you, something unspoken and tinged with the possibility of romance. But Bakugou, being the explosive and stubborn person he is, would deny his feelings time and time again. Little did you know that beneath his stiff exterior, his heart beat just for you. 1. Denial. It was a sunny afternoon at the training grounds. You and Bakugou were practicing your quirks side by side, sweat dripping down your faces. Suddenly, Bakugou let out an irritated grunt, his palms sparkling with explosive energy. "You better keep up, idiot. I won't let you suppress me," he yelled, his voice filled with determination. You smirked and replied, please, Katsuki. I've always been one step ahead of you." As the training session continued, you noticed Bakugo stealing glances at you when he thought you weren't looking. You decided to confront him about it, curious about what was going on. "Hey, Bakugo, why do you keep staring at me?" you asked, a mischievous glint in your eyes. He scoffed and crossed his arms, looking away. "Like hell, I'd waste my time staring at you, loser. You're just imagining things." 2. Denial. Late into the night, you found yourself studying together in the common room. The air was filled with the sound of pages turning and the soft glow of the desk lamp. You were struggling with a particularly difficult concept when Bakugou leaned closer into you, his expression focused. "Hey, dumbass, try approaching the problem from a different angle," he suggested, his voice surprisingly gentle. Following his advice, you managed to grasp the concept and solve the problem. Looking up, you met Bakugou's eyes, a grateful smile on your face. "Thanks, Bakugou. I really couldn't have done it without you," he said sincerely. His face flushed slightly, and he looked away, grumbling. "Don't get all sappy on me. It's nothing." 3. Denial. During lunch break, you and Bakugou sat at your usual table in the bustling cafeteria. The conversation flowed easily between the two of you. Laughter and banter filling the air. As you were talking, your hand brushed against Bakugou's accidentally. You quickly pulled away, feeling your face heat up. "Sorry," you mumbled, embarrassed. Bakugou's expression changed for a split second, a hint of disappointment flashing across his eyes. He clenched his fist under the table and forced a smirk. "Don't flatter yourself, idiot. It was just an accident," he muttered, pretending to be unfazed. But he was not. 4. Denial. During a training exercise, you found yourself trapped under rubble, unable to free yourself. Panic started to rise within you when suddenly Bakugo swooped in, using his explosive quirk to clear the debris and rescue you. He pulled you out, his face flushed with exertion. You couldn't help but wrap your arms around him in a tight hug. Bakugo stiffened, momentarily, but eventually relaxed, his arms encircling you. "You're safe now, dumbass," he whispered, his voice surprisingly gentle. You pulled away, looking into his eyes with gratitude and concern. "Thank you, Bakugou. You saved me." He averted his gaze, a blush creeping onto his cheeks. "Yeah, well, it's my job, isn't it? Don't expect me to get all mushy about it." 5. Denial. One evening, unable to sleep, you decided to take a stroll around campus. As you walked, lost in your thoughts, you noticed Bakugo approaching from the opposite direction. His hands were shoved into his pockets, and his usual scowl softened when he saw you. Couldn't sleep either, huh? He asked, his tone less abrasive than usual. You nodded and fell into step beside him. The night was quiet, and the moon casting a soft glow on the surroundings. After a while, you mustered up the courage to speak your mind. Bakugo, why do you always deny how we feel? We're best friends, but there's something more, isn't there? I can feel it. He stopped abruptly, his face reddening. Shut up, idiot. You don't know what you're talking about. 6. Acceptance. Weeks passed and the tension between you lingered. One day, after a particularly challenging training session, you found yourselves alone in your dorm room. Silence hung in the air. The weight of unspoken words became unbearable. Unable to bear it any longer, you took a step towards Bakugo, closing the distance between you. Looking straight into his fiery eyes, you spoke softly, yet firmly. I know you feel something about me, Bakugo. I've seen the way you look at me, in the way you've always there been for me. Just admit it. Bakugo's shoulders dumped, his explosive demeanor crumbling. He let out a deep sigh and ran a hand through his tousled hair. Fine, damn it. I can't deny it anymore. I care about you more than I should. You're the only person who's ever been able to keep up with me, to challenge me, and it scares the hell out of me how much I need you. A wave of relief washed over you as you took a step closer, your hand reaching out to intertwine with his. A shy smile graced your lips as you replied, I need you too, Bakugo, more than you'll ever know. In that moment, the walls between you and Bakugo crumbled, and a new chapter, a new relationship began, from best friends to something more. You both embraced the unspoken love that had always been there, finally allowing your hearts to intertwine in a beautiful explosion of emotions. You were finally able to say it. You loved him, and he loved you too. Thank you guys for listening. Hope you like this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Goodbye.